Impacted tens of thousands of people well away from where the center moved through.
That's right. CBS 17 Storm Team meteorologist Rachel Dunsing breaks down Helene's path and why so many people are cleaning up.
Hurricane Helene left a path of destruction across the southeast, from the coast of Florida with devastating storm surge and the brunt of the Category 4 strength winds to hundreds of miles inland to places like Atlanta, Georgia, and unfortunately here at home in North Carolina. From multiple tornadoes, including this EF3 that hit Rocky Mount Friday afternoon, to the utter destruction in our mountains. Helene is a storm that will not be forgotten anytime soon. So let's talk about the track of Helene and why the impacts were so bad even well away from the center. Let's pick it up from when it became a hurricane September 25th. It took less than 36 hours for Helene to go from a Category 1 to a Category 4. It made landfall as a Category 4 late September 26th near Perry, Florida, but impacts were felt well away from the center, bringing the worst storm surge and flooding to the Big Bend region of Florida. The storm would only take 12 hours to move through Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and eventually into our state before weakening to our northwest. But we know the devastation was felt far beyond the center of this powerful storm. And it's really all about position. The Big Bend of Florida up through North Carolina was stuck in the right side of the storm. The right side of the storm is always the worst. That's where the winds are strongest, the surge is highest for the coast, the flooding is the worst, and the risk for tornadoes is greatest. But Helene was also a fast mover, which is normally a good thing. But as soon as a tropical system moves over land, it starts to weaken. But because it was moving so fast, it stayed a hurricane even hundreds of miles away from the coast. So those hurricane impacts were felt by more people. Also, Helene was large. The wind spread out hundreds of miles from the center, meaning hundreds more miles of people felt Helene's impact. And remember, that forecast track in the cone we show you is just for where the center of the storm could go. It is a forecast cone, not an impact cone. In the studio, I'm meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.